Well, continuing on the last-minute Christmas preparations, we check in with Chef Jeff Jackson from Smith's Food and Drug, the sponsors of this segment.
He is sharing an apple pie recipe taken from the Kroger Making Memories cookbook and coloring book.
Hello everybody, I'm Chef Jeff from Smith's. It's the holiday season. It's a great time to make memories with your family, and food is a great vehicle to do that. Now Smith's and Kroger have given us a great tool to help us with that. It's a little cookbook slash coloring book. And it's got characters that you may have recognized before in the commercials, but inside there are recipes for turkey and also for pie. I'm going to show you how to make that pie today. Super easy. I'm going to use a couple of shortcuts. And one thing I want to do is, it's a brown butter and cinnamon. Brown butter, I made this earlier. When you're browning butter, make sure to melt it slowly and then to kind of wait for it to kind of foam up, and you'll smell it get really nutty and have brown bits, but it will burn quickly. So once it gets to that point, take it off of the heat. That's what I have here. See all those little brown bits in there as well? That's perfect brown butter. Let's get to the apples. I like to use Granny Smith apples, and I don't peel mine. You can peel yours. What I do is just cut them right off the core like so, and then once they're off of the core, then I can just slice them into my perfect thin slices, leaving the skin on because I don't like that step. Cut them thin, get them in our bowl. We've got our brown butter in there. So now it's the flavoring. I have some brown sugar that's going to go in there. And then some cloves, the cinnamon, cornstarch, and ginger. The cornstarch is in there to kind of help thicken it up and make it really gooey like you expect an apple pie to be. So we'll go ahead and mix those up. Okay, they're perfect and ready to go. I'm going to take my gloves off, and then I'll show you what we're going to do with the pie crust. I don't like making pie crust, but you can buy pie crusts that are pre-made. That's a great time-saving tool. You just take them out and unroll them and get your pie pan ready to go, and have it be room temperature a little bit. If you try to get them out of the package without letting them sit room temperature, then they kind of break apart, and we don't want that. So we're going to press our dough in there like so. We're going to put our apples in there, and then lastly we're going to create a lattice top. My oven is preheating to 350, or actually it's at 425. Excuse me, it's 425 oven. But to make that lattice top, simply take the other pie crust and we're going to cut it into strips. Okay, so I've cut my pie dough into strips, and then you just create a lattice. So it's basically over and under, over and under, and over and under. You'll get the hang of it as you do each one. It's pretty easy to go, and then you'll just trim the edges, and it'll look nice and beautiful. Okay, so I've formed my lattice. It doesn't look perfect, but that's okay. We don't have to be professional pie makers. And then get some egg wash, which is just egg and water. Brush it on the top to help it brown. It will go in a 425-degree oven for 20 minutes. At that point, put the pie protector, if you've got one, or just put foil around the edges to prevent over browning. But then what you should have is this beautiful pie that comes out, looks beautiful. Make sure to let it cool, probably for about 3 or 4 hours before serving. You can find all these ingredients at your local Smith's. Remember, during the holidays, it doesn't matter what you make, just so you're making memories. So happy holidays, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you to Smith's Food and Drug for sponsoring this segment. They have several locations across the valley. For more information, visit smithsfoodanddrug.com.